Today, we're diving into how to actually start a one-person small business that can potentially double your current income. I also know that many of you may not have a ton of money to start a small business up front, so I've done my research on these to ensure that you can start these all for under $500. Small business number one is becoming a mobile notary public. The average mobile notary public in the USA earns between $62,000 and $72,500 if you do this full time. However, many of you may not know this. I know I didn't know this, that you can become a mobile notary public in your own state for just a small fee. You can do this freelance work or small business on the side and earn, the average is about $25 per notary, which nowadays you can do over Zoom. A notary public is someone who witnesses the signing of important legal documents. So for example, when a person's getting divorced, they cannot actually sign the papers without a notary being present, or else the papers are voided. So legal documents, important documents, loan, financial institution, places like this always typically have you have somebody notarize the signing of the documents, and that's where you would come into play. Just about anybody can do this as long as you have a clean criminal record. You can do it, like I said, via Zoom, or if requested, you can meet at a small coffee shop, notarize those papers within 10 to 15 minutes, and be on your way. You can set your own hours, set your own schedule, and accept as many clients as you personally are able to. Now let's discuss how to actually gain customers with this business idea. So first things first, I always like to recommend is word of mouth, posting on your social medias and telling friends and family that this is actually a service that you now provide. The next thing I would recommend is to properly open up a Google business profile. This way, if somebody Googles local notary public, your business would pop up within those businesses that are offering this service. So what I would do is go into Google, go ahead, open up that business profile, and ensure you fill out all required information: name of business, phone number, email, all of those good details that make your business look really professional. You can also go into local businesses and hand out marketing material, and let me go ahead and provide you with a list of businesses that typically and often have papers that need notarized. So here's a list of those businesses: real estate agencies, law firms, banks, mortgages, lenders, financial institutions, healthcare providers, government agencies, employment agencies, and other small businesses. So if you could take a business card or a marketing flyer into businesses like this, say, hey, I'm a local notary public, here's my information. This is also a great idea, and you can typically get this marketing material very cheap, like $100 for under $20. It would also be beneficial to set up your own website, which looks very professional and nowadays can be done relatively cheaply, like a whole year's worth of a website for under $30. So setting up your own website includes two things. So creating the website and having your own personal domain. I personally recommend .online, and there's a lot of reasons behind this that I've researched, but specifically, what is a domain name? A domain name is after your web address. So for example, www.kimberlymitchell.online. That would be your domain name. The reason I recommend .online is because it has been researched. The word online is searched over 130 million times worldwide each month, which makes it a really rich keyword that's searched, and it provides that immense SEO value that you'll need as a new business. The word online is also understood in over 24 global languages, which means it's going to make it really well understood when somebody Googles it. And by using that .online domain, you have the ability to describe and take your business globally. I also found out that .online domains is the second largest new domain name, with over 3 million active users using .online as their domain name. Using the .online domain also gives the impression to your customers that you're able to fill all of those online needs, which is really important in 2024 and moving forward. People really like to set up services online, pay online, look up all of the information that they need online. All of those things are important online nowadays. .online can be found everywhere on these websites, so when creating, you can choose this web domain with no problem. And I do have good news. I was able to get a deal for you all with .online. You can get your domain for only 99 cents for the entire first year. If you're interested after watching this video and signing up with this domain name, go ahead and go to my description box down below and click the link that's in the description box, and then use the code Kimberly here to snatch up the awesome deal of 99 cents for your entire first year. Now, an additional way to market your services up front when you're growing your business and in the future would be to utilize things like Thumbtack, Fiverr, and Upwork. Here on Thumbtack, I did a quick research and I found these profiles for mobile notary publics that I want to go ahead and provide in the video for you all to get a good idea of what you could add into your profile on these types of networks. Okay, let's go ahead and move into small business number 2. Small business number 2 is becoming a pet caretaker. Now in the USA, 66% of households own a pet, and because there's over 131 million households, this means that there's 86 million households in the United States that have a pet. So I don't think becoming a pet sitter or taking care of pets on the side, like a dog walker or pet sitter or anything like that, is going anywhere anytime soon. There are tons of pet freelance companies that you could get started with, like Rover or Trusted House Sitters. In the beginning, if you don't want to start your own small business, if you want to start out working for a freelance company, you can choose that in the beginning to be safe and to also cut back on costs. And I also want to show you all an article that I found of this female who was in law school, and she did this on the side, and the amount of money that she was able to actually bring in by doing so. So take a look here at this article. This lady was 29 years old in law school. She started bringing in an extra $3,750 a month from her dog sitting side hustle. So she made $32,000 in 1 year by providing her services through Rover. So she did utilize Rover. She stated that she used a couple $100s of her earnings per month to offer things like a nice dog bed for the beds and quality treats, and she feels like that gave her an edge over her competitors on the website. More than likely that helped boost her ratings and also the amount of people who scheduled with her because they saw that she was putting in that little bit of extra effort. Once you were to build up a clientele or regulars of people who were having you pet sit for them or walk their dog or walk their pet or whatever it may be, you could eventually branch off into starting your own small business with this. So the marketing would be typically the same as the first. She was making $32,000 a year simply by utilizing a freelance app or website. Okay, small business number 3 is starting a voiceover business. Now, a voiceover business is something that is growing, and you may think because with the advancement of AI that this one may not be really relevant, but you can think again because a lot of people do not want to use AI for their voiceovers, such as reading children's books, the voiceover of a YouTube script, or even the voiceover of a commercial. People do look for that as well. These are all services that can be found on things again like Fiverr, Upwork, or Thumbtack, but once grown can really begin to start making a profit. Now in the beginning it may take you a while to read over these voiceovers to get it all correct, but once you start doing it after a while, you're going to be able to do these voiceovers quicker, which means you're going to be able to earn more money in less time. For this, I do recommend a quality microphone for the voiceovers, which start out typically around $100. I would start there if you're going to do your own small business with it or side hustle with it, and then grow your microphone quality as your small business grows. If you're one who has a really great reading voice, this is something you may really benefit from or enjoy. The average voiceover, depending on your area, does range from $25 to $50 per hour, so that's up to you and how much you're willing to charge and how much the company is willing to pay. Alright, small business number 4 is hauling or junk removal services. Now for this, you're obviously going to need a truck or large vehicle in order to get started, but if started and if you have access to that type of vehicle, can be very lucrative. There's a service that I'm not sure any of you have heard of. Probably some of you have heard of it, but we heard of it whenever we went to go buy our couch a few years back, and the place that we bought it from couldn't deliver it for 1 to 2 weeks, and we really wanted it that day. So inside the store, they actually gave us a marketing flyer of a small business who hauls furniture for companies who can't get the furniture to you in that same week because they're backed up. They provide the service for those customers. They come pick up the couch, deliver it to your house, and they get paid same day. We paid them $100, and the mileage from the place that we purchased it to our home was only 1.5 miles away. So it's very close. They got paid $100 to do so. The business helped them load the couch. They came, delivered the couch, and they were paid with that short amount of time. So it would be obvious right here up front that you would need to invest in some marketing material. Like I said, nowadays you can get printed material very cheap that you can take into your local Ashley Home Furniture, Rooms to Go, furniture stores, places like that people may need delivery services. Give them your marketing materials. Say, hey, let these customers know if you guys can't deliver right away, give us a call. We'll be right there to deliver their furniture, and you may be surprised at the amount of business that you actually get from this. If you're not ready to start your own small business, but this sounds like something you're interested in, you can also sign up with part-time work with companies like Dolly.com, On Dolly.com, you will deliver items like this in which you're going to get paid an hourly wage plus tips. Okay, small business number 5, and the last one I'm going to recommend is waste removal services or trash pickup. Now, having a waste removal service or trash pickup service may not sound like the most glamorous one that you would choose from this list. However, it can be quite lucrative. Check out these statistics that I found doing my research. Waste removal is a $52 billion industry with a 1.4% year-over-year growth rate since 2015. The waste management industry provides a massive opportunity for entrepreneurs and those looking for a scalable side hustle. Now, you may be asking, how do I start this with so little money? And the answer is that you need to start small. Now, you will obviously need a truck for this as well, but you don't need a huge truck. Just an average size truck is what you're going to need to get started, along with marketing material and then again a business profile like on Google. With a small truck and this marketing material, you could start offering services like trash pickup in places like condominiums, townhomes, and apartment complexes in your area. So typically these types of places like condos, apartments, townhomes will offer this trash pickup as an amenity, and then they will hire out that third-party contractor to come pick up the trash for the residents. And that's where you would come in. You would come in the evenings, do that local trash pickup at each apartment building, and then bill the apartment complex. So you would be employed as a contractor, as a small business for that apartment complex. So all you would do was come in, get that garbage, and take it to the on-site dumpster. Going in, speaking to these places in these condos and townhomes and apartment complexes in the office, give them your marketing material, tell them, hey, these are the services we offer. If you have anybody right now, let us know. If you have a problem with them, give us a call. We'll come in and start right away. Things like that. Opening up your Google business profile, opening up that website for under $30 a year, starting with that domain for 99 cents for a whole year. Getting out that word of mouth that this is something that you're starting to offer is really important. Now, lastly, I want to mention whenever you're opening up your own small business, it is important to do 2 things, and that is get access to an LLC and also get access to small business insurance. The LLC is going to depend on the state that you're in, and then the small business insurance is about $50 per month that you can add into the overall cost of your business. These are just 5 simple ideas that I've researched on my own that have really great potential, that are not expensive to start up. If you like videos like this, please hit the like button down below and leave me a comment. As always, thank you so much for your support, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye-bye.